Hey everybody, Iron Leprechaun coming at you. Been a while, I'm back. Here we go. No explanation, just diving right into it. I'm going to talk about something that's really huge and it's lacking a lot in the world today. And, even in my life, I can see it comes and goes and depends on the situation. It's always something to be talked about, though. It's a big deal to everybody. It's called trust. Okay? Now, coming to you as I always do from the recovering drug addict and alcoholic mindset, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And, maybe later on down the road, I'll get into how the 12-step recovery programs were able to help me learn to build trust and be able to, to be trusted. But today I'm going to give you the simple, basic formula. Okay. We know integrity is a big thing. We've talked about integrity before. I talk about it all the time. Videos or talking to people. It's a huge thing. The simple version is doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. Okay, that's the simple definition I adhere to. And it's kind of broad and, doesn't really narrow it down to somebody who doesn't know what the word integrity means, but that's basically what it is. And integrity creates reliability. Now follow me here for a minute. I'm going to dive deeper into this in a second. And once you establish a pattern of reliability, now you have entered into the trust zone. That is the basic formula. Integrity creates reliability. Reliability creates trust, and that's how we do it. So, and this permeates everybody, every situation, coworkers, intimate relationships, family members, your friends. It doesn't matter. This applies to all of that. Okay, so trust is a big deal, and we all want to be trusted, and we want to be able to trust people. Okay, we value how certain people view us. People we care about or people we have to deal with and associate with on a daily basis. We want them to trust us because that increases our value, and it feels good when people value us. And we want to be able to trust people because if our trust is betrayed, then we feel hurt. It causes trauma and damage, and that's just a whole nother thing we got to deal with. So, example number one, at work. Okay, my boss isn't in today. I'm at work. I have a certain list of tasks that I have to do on the daily that have to get done. They may change depending on the day, and maybe something comes up, and I have to, on the fly assess and handle that. Okay, boss comes in tomorrow and that ain't done. I didn't do that. I'm not creating reliability. I'm not acting in integrity to, I'm not doing the right thing. I'm not doing my job. And boss comes in, sees that I didn't do that. That creates unreliability, and I'm never going to get to trust. On the other hand, opposite happens. I handle my business over a course of a certain amount of time. I now am reliable. My boss can rely on me. Okay, and then that creates trust. He may trust me. Well, obviously, they'll trust me to handle my job. They can leave and not have to worry about it, which is a great thing for bosses to be able to do. I've been on both sides, boss and the worker under a boss, and it feels good. The whole dynamic changes for the better. So if I can be relied upon, I can be trusted, maybe with even more tasks, which would, hopefully, result in a raise. I get paid. Everybody wins when we do this. That's the point I'm getting at. Everybody feels better. Everybody's in a better spot. Intimate relationships is another one I brought up. So if I'm seeing somebody and I'm like, I'm not, say we're not like married or living together. I'm not always around them. Okay. That person should be able to trust me that I'm not, having, romantic interactions with somebody else, or I'm not entertaining. If we're committed, if we're exclusive, I'm not entertaining other people that have romantic interests in me. Okay, that means I ain't talking to them. I'm not hanging out with them. I'm definitely not, spending intimate physical time with them. So I don't do that because that would not be acting in integrity. That would be doing the wrong thing. That would not be doing the right thing. Okay? If I don't do that, that creates reliability. And that reliability leads to trust. And that builds a huge, strong bond in intimate relationships with partners. I mean, trust is essential in that situation. I mean, without that, you can't have, there's no point in having an intimate relationship and a partner. It just won't work. So I know, because I've done that. I've been unreliable and untrustworthy, basically unfaithful. I've done that and it don't work. I've been the recipient of that and it don't work. So, and same thing with, back to the job situation. If I can't be relied upon to do my job, eventually I'm probably going to get fired, huge issue. Trust is essential in all things. Why? Maybe you might be saying, Iron Leprechaun, I could just, I don't need to trust anybody. I don't trust anybody. DTA. You hear that all the time. Don't trust anybody. Yeah, that's a pretty safe place to be. Pretty safe place. But it's also a pretty miserable place. It's a lonely place. And I don't care. I can tell you the stories. A lot of people call me a lone wolf. This lone wolf thing's a cool thing anymore. I don't think it's cool. I mean, I'm fine with it, but I don't think it's cool. We were not created to be isolate. We were not created to be loners. We weren't created that way. So having the skills to be trustworthy and to trust other people is essential. Otherwise, we're going to be miserable. That's all I got for today. Y'all have a good rest of your day. We're coming into the weekend. Might get you another video. Iron Leprechaun out.